everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about each of the zodiac sign, how they would be influenced by the Pisces full moon over the course of next 2 weeks. We have already gone into the detail of what the Pisces full moon will bring to the collective, both in the September lunation video where I went into a detail of it along with the geopolitical impact of it, and then in the weekly video also I have covered it. So take a look at that if you have not, just to take a overview of what's going to happen as a result of the Pisces full moon and what it means for us. Just few highlights before we go into each of the zodiac sign. This will bring back themes of 2015 in your life when the eclipses happened at this point, specifically March to November of 2015. If you would like to go back and relook at that part of your life, this is 28 degree of mutable sign. So at 28 degree of mutable sign, especially Pisces, there will be culmination, ending and release that will come with it. This is a harvest full moon. So new information which was hidden from us can also come to light, and with that will come conclusions and release, and we would be possibly creating something ethereal with this full moon over the course of next 2 weeks, which can be creative in nature, which can be spiritual in nature, which could be a product of our selfless love, which will grow in 2022 with Jupiter visiting these very degrees in May of 2022 and November of 2022. So this will be a key theme of 2022 for you as a part of your growth journey in 2022. And it will not just be part of your growth, this will be your contribution to the collective, especially to the collective healing that we will go through in 2022. So the creative breakthroughs, the epiphanies, the brilliance that you're having right now, that would come handy for the social evolution as well as the collective healing that will come about in 2022, especially with the Jupiter-Pluto sextile, which will happen in May of 2022. So look at the imagination, fantasy, creativity that you are exuding over the course of next 2 weeks and how to give physical form to that, because Pluto in 2022 will help you not just make a formal structure of that, a physical career or sort of a physical setup to it. It will also add influence, wealth and gainfulness to it. So that's what we are working with. Look at your rising sign, that is most accurate, and then followed by sun or moon sign. Sun sign I've seen most people definitely know accurately. That's why I always suggest to look at sun sign. The rising is most accurate to know. Moon sign is more relevant from a personal life perspective or emotional life perspective, but the combined effect of all three of them will tell you what are the themes for the next 2 weeks for you, all the way till 6th of October. My name is Charu. I'm your host on this journey. Let's dig in. Like everything, we're going to start with Aries. Aries, this full moon is happening in your 12th house. It is the house of release, of things that are hidden below the surface, of subconscious. So there would be something hidden, subconscious, related to your healing, release, ending of a cycle that will come to focus over the course of next 2 weeks. Normally when we have full moon in this area of your life, which happens every year, that's the time when you take a back seat away from being visible, because that's the time when you need to either work on something subconscious, something healing linked within yourself, or you need to do some work behind the surface, behind the scene, before you can release it when we have your full moon, which will come in October. So this could be a time when you might be working on something which is behind the scene, you're preparing something behind the scene, or this could also be a time when you might need to work on your own healing. You might be dealing with some personal matters or some subconscious belief, things that are behind the surface, and there might be information that is hidden from you or that was there but you were not seeing it clearly so far, that might come to surface during this time. We have Neptune in your 12th house, so you are recognizing a very different side of yourself. And that transit started in 2011. Neptune has been in your house of subconscious since 2011. And since it has come here, it's like another dimension of you which is being shown to you, which you did not see before. It's like another world within ourselves. It starts growing in form. And sometimes we like what we see, and sometimes we don't like what we see. We see both our own subconscious undoing because of that. There are parts of us which are hindering from the full expression of us that we start seeing, as well as there are parts of us which are hidden talents and skills which we were not seeing so far, which we start seeing. So since 2011, you have been on that journey, and it will continue till 2025. It is also an existential crisis of sorts, which happens when Neptune, the planet of dissolution in some ways, as well as the higher octave of love, when it comes in our 12th house, our hidden houses. Because in some ways, that house connects us to our place in the universe. And when something foggy and something that dissolves our existence and our connection to the universe comes over here, it's like we start looking, where is my place in the collective? Who am I? Essentially becomes a key question. So the existential crisis begins when Neptune comes here, and it started for us in 2011. And that's where a completely different part of us starts showing up. It's like Pandora's box in some ways. We see the best and the worst of our inner world. So when this full moon comes every year, that is the period of time when you have to deal with what's coming out of that Pandora's box. You have to deal with both the subconscious good and bad. And in Pisces, we are fairly intuitive to that part of our life during this time. We are much more inclined and open to seeing what it has to show to us. Both the beauty that we see, we'll see more beauty in what we see. It's like when you're looking at something, when you have this transit, you see more depth in the same mundane thing than you did before. That is why creativity and fantasy gets heightened when Neptune is here. So when we have this once in a year full moon in this part of your life, you are able to see both the beauty in an exaggerated creative fashion in the unseen, as well as the fears and the undoing that you have also starts coming out in an exaggerated fashion. It is the classic period of exiting a cycle, where you have to take the good that you see within you and make it into a formal format, which you can use in your career, which you can use in your external identity, because this is going to make a sextile with Pluto in your house of career in 2022. So when this will flow with an ease towards your career next year, and it will further grow in 2022, whether it is a hidden talent you have discovered about yourself, whether it is a hidden faith you have discovered within you, whether it is a subconscious belief or fear that you're handling right now, it will flow and impact your career next year. And sextile is a positive aspect, so it can flow in a powerful fashion into your career. Pluto is in your house of career till 2023, and it is completely restructuring your external identity. And it started its journey around the same time, around 2009 and 10, and it has started completely restructuring who you are as a leader, what kind of career you should be in, what is your external identity. And Pluto adds the power we did not know we had, and we were hiding within ourselves because we were too scared to be all we can be. And Pluto says, there is anything that makes you feel weak, I'm going to eradicate that out of your life. And that's the process with Pluto that we have been in. So when it works with Neptune together in with this Neptunian part of you in 2022, You will find that the strength, the beauty, the imagination, the hidden, invisible things you're discovering, whether it is faith, spirituality, creativity, or a venture of philanthropy that you're discovering, you will find that you'll be able to give it a formal format in your career. It will come and flow in your career. This could be a time of healing if there are things, especially in health, especially if there's psychologically related ailments that have been bothering you. This will be the time to deal with those health issues. But the health issues which are dealt in this part of our chart, they're normally dealt through alternative methods. They are usually psychological ailments that need to be dealt in a different fashion as compared to allopathy and others. Always consult with your doctor, but I'm telling you normally astrologically how that pans out. So if there are health issues that come to surface during this time, the solution for them are usually psychological or alternative in nature, and they usually have to do with past baggage that we are psychologically carrying and not releasing. And this is the perfect time to release the past. It's the perfect time to end a cycle and release the past baggage so you can move forward in a more positive fashion when your full moon comes and all light is on you, which will happen in October. Moon is also past life memory at this degree. So there could be some past memories that come to surface. There could be themes from 2015, especially if you made a sacrifice for the sake of duty, for the sake of love, for the sake of helping somebody else, especially a close one. You would find that those themes will come back up at this time to handle. There could be a hidden information, which was a secret or a mystery from 2015, or a deception even sometimes, because Neptune is here. We are recognizing where we are being deceived as well. That could come to surface at this time. Things which are behind the scene, below the surface, hidden things are coming to surface here, and you are being taught to trust your gut, trust your intuition, because this information, if it comes to surface, it will not so much be what you did not already know in your gut, essentially. Similarly, spiritual work, meditation, yoga, this is a perfect time to indulge your body and your mind and heal your body and mind using those methods. Faith, compassion, any psychic insights that come because of putting yourself in that state of flow, because you're in Virgo season right now till sun moves in Libra, and when we are in Virgo season, we are trying to control everything. We're trying to bring order to things, which is the right way to do it. But when full moon happens in this part of our chart, we are asked to balance the letting go with trying to control everything. We are trying to merge these two parts of us, one which is idealistic, creative, mystical, as well as spiritual in nature, along with our practical side, which we can do very well because we deal with that on an ongoing basis in our life. It's part of our chart. So you would have to find a way to merge the faith with works, merge the spiritual or creative pursuits with reality and structure and commercialization. You'll have to manage mundane with fantasy, practical with ideal, as well as balance the boundaries that you need to have with others, especially those who you work with or who work for you, versus being magnanimous and all-inclusive. We cannot bend on either direction, because if you bend on either direction of that axis, it impacts your health, especially your psychological health. So every year we are taught the lesson to balance these two sides of it, and the next 2 weeks are the time to do with it. Flow with it or try to control it. Volunteering for everybody to help everybody, trying to take care of your own practical body, mind, health, career. Balancing those two sides of you would be a very important part of this journey. You're a naturally intuitive sign. You would know if something is hurting you. You would know if there's an intuitive insight, because this is the degree of brilliance. So there could be a brilliant insight which can help propel you forward, especially in your career, that can come during this time. There could be a hidden motivation if you've been feeling deflated for some time. This can infuse that motivation within you, like refurbish the motivation for you to propel you forward, especially again in your external life, because Pluto will be going direct in your house of career on 6th of October. When that happens, it's go time. Whatever internal restructuring we have been doing behind the scene when it comes to our career, when it comes to our life path, it's the time to be all you can be. Especially if you have planets around 24 degree of Aries, which is around 14th of April born. So you'll find that that needs to be dealt with. In very rare cases, sometimes hidden. As I said, this is Pandora's box, which is being opened. So watch your intuition. There could be some hidden enemies or hidden information that was hurting you. This is everything below the surface that was blocking you as well coming to surface. So if there was a person who was blocking you, if there was lack of faith blocking you, or an actual person or a thing that was blocking your progress further, you will figure that out right now. We're taught with Neptune over here to have more faith on higher power. Have more faith that you have a place in the universe. Have more faith that there is more beauty in what we are creating and what we are seeing in front of us, and to look at things with different eyes. You've been gifted with a vision that many in their lifetime will not have. Neptune is a 14-year transit in a specific house, and many of the zodiac signs will never be gifted with Neptune being in the house of God's timing. So when Neptune, which is the higher octave of love, sits in the house of faith, it is the epitome of faith. It is the epitome of creativity. It is the epitome of being connected with the collective, knowing the vibe of the collective, knowing what collective wants as the next step. So it's like being with the pulse of the collective binding of the society. So you know what's coming. You know what they want. It's like you can sense it. So you have the choice here to see it clearly and then put it in a format, and not just let it go or make it emotionally overwhelm you. It's like when you can hear too much, right? It's you want to sometimes just plug your ears and put the headphones and not want to hear it all. It's like suddenly I don't know which movie they showed it in, like you could hear all frequencies all at once, and you want to tune that out, which is fine. For your sanity you should do it. But Saturn it was in your career since 2017, and now Pluto is in your career till 2023. So Saturn was already giving you a sort of the pressure that you need to find your place in the universe, and it may not have been in the formal career that you were in. So when Saturn entered your house of career in 2017, it already possibly started nudging you to shake things up. And now Pluto is saying, own your power, own your intuition, own your place in the universe. It's go time. And these 2 weeks you will work on that go time behind the scene before Pluto goes direct, which will happen in October. And then your full moon is coming on in the middle of October as well. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video now.